When it comes to money, we've always been told save for a rainy day. But let me tell you, a rainy day for a 30-year-old looks a lot different than it does for a 60-year-old. Good thing we have certified financial planner here, Richard Ringgold, to give us some valuable information. Good morning. Thanks for joining us.
Glad to be here, as always.
16 years of experience, man. This is something you come across all the time, I'm sure.
Yeah, rainy day fun, because you're just going to occasionally get hammered by ordinary expenses that are just out of control as you go through life.
But it just happens.
Yeah. First thing could be just a simple loss of a job. If you're maybe just getting started and you don't have a lot of skills and you're mobile, you could probably move somewhere pretty quickly. If you're older and maybe highly skilled, and immobile, you may have a hard time getting a job, or you may not get a new job.
Right. So when you talk about rainy day, like, what should we be doing with the money? Should we just put it in a savings account for those rainy days to start off with?
Well, you've got a range of options. You can put it somewhere safe, but accessible.
Right.
So that probably wouldn't be your annuity because you can only get so much out of that. So I think you need to have something invested somewhere, like maybe a good bond fund, such as what we would have, that does really well. 7% this year, we're up, so that's good.
So younger people, you know, losing the job is a common one, especially in this economy. But when you're older, I mean, medical bills, long-term care, those kind of things, you don't expect that you're going to have a heart attack, but boom, it hits you.
Yeah, let's say like you draw the black card and you've got the $300,000 surgery, which happens.
Oh, man.
If you don't have your Medicare arranged right with maybe supplements or something, you could be looking at $100,000 out of the three.
Wow.
That's a big, you know, you had the surgery and then here's the bill.
Right.
Not
and
good.
It's important to look at how you're filing with your Medicare, making sure that that's all good, and someone like you can help us know if we're doing the right thing. Yeah,
you're basically going to want to get some kind of supplement. But even if you go the Medicare Advantage routes, is high deductibles, just the cost of all your insurance and your deductibles and stuff, that could be $200,000 or $300,000 over your life.
Wow.
It's expensive, yeah.
When you think about that stuff. So we've got the younger person, you got the older person, and then in the middle, there is we call it the sandwich generation, okay? Maybe your daughter moves back in with you. I moved back in with mom in my early 30s. I did it once, you know, but then your mom and dad are, you know, maybe elderly, need some financial assistance. So the sandwich generation is in there taking care of both ends.
Exactly right. And you've got to have some resources to do that. So you got to think ahead all through life. That's the thing. It's not just while you're young and working where you got to have that 6 months, you know, that's good to have.
Yeah, I'm still working on that 6 months of savings.
But as you go along, you know, you're going to need even more because, you know, these long-term care costs are in the hundreds of thousands of dollars. And if you retire at, let's say, 65-ish, you may have 20 years and you got a lot of inflation, heavy inflation on long-term care costs. That could be several $100,000.
So you really have to plan that you're not going to outlive your money, because now we do have better health care than we did years ago, so people are living longer, and those things really stack up, not to mention weddings and hurricanes and things that hit you out of the blue that you're going to have to maybe save for in your lifetime as well. Yeah,
hey, you could have a hurricane, Hillary or Donald hit. Okay, just kidding, folks. But no, really, those things do happen, and you need to be prepared for it, and hopefully have a budget.
So if you have a financial question, anything, you know, you actually have a special offer for our viewers.
I do. Come in and talk about any financial topic. Develop your financial roadmap is what we call it. And happy to talk to you about any subject. Medicare, Social Security, estate planning, investments, doesn't matter. Just give us a call and a complimentary appointment. We'll talk about anything that would help you.
And that can just boost your confidence, too, because even just talking to you for a few minutes every time you come in here, I learn something new and I feel like a little bit better about my savings and where I'm going. So thank you so much for joining us. I appreciate it. And, of course, if you missed anything, you can go to our website, fox4morningblend.com.